Okay.
Welcome back.
See that intro?
Yeah.
Fucking brand new intro.
Woohoo.
See that shit?
We have an intro.
Flying.
Yeah.
Fucking
music and shit.
fucking good shit.
Paid top dollar for it.
Yeah.
Top dollar.
Yeah.
Gonna leave the creator of it. I'm probably gonna butcher this. Uno Animation on Fiverr.
Nice.
Gonna leave the link to him down below. And anything like retro 80s, go and check it out because it's definitely worth it. Like, it's
Woohoo.
fucking cool hours.
Yeah.
Fucking nyong.
Hype.
Colourful
Like
and
shit.
gorgeous.
Woo! We even got an outro, so stick around for that.
I can't wait to see
yeah.
it, man.
Give me like
Yeah.
subscribe and shit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So fuck yeah. How's everyone's fucking weekend?
Great. After seeing how many views we got. Yeah.
No, that was a bit
We're
cringe.
above 30 subscribers now, guys.
Over 30 subscribers. We are growing very well. Very happy.
Yes.
Just want to keep you guys
entertained.
yeah, pretty much round it up.
Talk as much
Yeah.
shit as possible.
Yeah. Anyway, Lewis is back.
Woohoo.
Joe's over there. Yayan's by here.
Ryan's
Some
there.
fucking podcasting.
That's what podcasters do.
So,
Yeah.
after our likes and subscribers, we actually
Yeah.
had a comment, didn't we, Ryan?
We did. We had a comment that said,
And it wasn't him,
And it
before
wasn't
anyone
him.
else asks.
no,
There's a different Lewis B.
different Lewis B.
Not that his last name is B, anyway.
So, no, definitely not. So, yeah, the question was basically, in essence, our thoughts and opinions on if university is worth it,
Yeah.
and if we went, if we didn't go, why, and
Yeah.
also, do we think that
People should go.
that people should go?
Yeah.
Well,
And
you
did we get any jobs from it?
Who went to uni? You
Me.
went to uni?
I went to
Did you
uni.
go to uni? Okay, so your success story.
I
Let's
work
start
in
off with
retail.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ryan did the stereotypical thing of going to uni, doing something, which he can explain after, and then going straight into retail, and then
Yeah.
staying there ever since. So do you want to explain your story, where you went, why you
right,
went?
okay. So, I went to university,
You did?
Glyndŵr University in Wrexham.
Is that what it's called? Is it?
Yeah,
It's not like Glyndŵr, is it?
Glyndŵr.
Dŵr.
Yeah.
It is
Dŵr.
Glyndŵr.
If you want to sponsor us, Buxton or anything?
Who was
Yeah,
Glyndŵr?
wait, yeah.
Owen Glyndŵr.
Owain Glyndŵr.
What was the
Glyndŵr.
story, sorry?
No,
No,
it's
it's
Prince of Wales.
Sorry.
Oh, alright. We had a prince.
He was fucking cool as well.
We have
He was
one
a
now,
cool
you
guy.
dickhead.
Cool guy.
How long
We have one now, but I don't count it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
Alright, should we go on to uni?
You
Literally
back to the
weird.
camera. Go on, shift around a bit.
We're talking about princes.
Because the name of my university was the last Prince of Wales.
Yes.
Yes. Let's carry
Shout
on.
out to anything.
Chill out.
Oh, chill out.
It's all in hostile.
Right. Okay.
Boxing gloves are out.
Okay, so I applied
Oh no.
for.
What are we going to get from day one, are we?
Oh, you don't want the backup story. Okay. That makes
So,
me
welcome
sad.
back.
No,
After
back up
finishing
there.
school.
You
What?
studied computer animation in secondary school.
Animation, visual effects, and game art. So I did like 1 year of
No, no,
animation.
Game art. I had gay art for some
Game
reason.
art.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry, but
That's
that's,
fine,
my
that's fine.
ears.
Equality.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did a year of animation in comp.
As you can see by our
High
video, our editing.
That's nothing to do
Paid
with it.
someone else. Paid someone else to do it. I thought
The
you would have
intro.
made it as well, to be honest. But
I did as well, actually.
No, I wanted something like proper.
yeah,
Proper.
and it is proper.
That's good.
Thank you, Uno Animation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so studied it, well, did it in school for 1 year, then kind of went off, did A levels in stuff, and I was kind of looking through courses, going through my UCAS application. Really thought, I want to go back into it. I want to learn more about it. Applied to a few places, got an unconditional offer from Glyndŵr University,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's where I was going.
So you went.
So I went. Funny story. So I went to an open day,
Mm.
like, and it was great. I was kind of just like, yeah, I'm gonna go here and all that. But the open day was so different to like the first day of actually moving up there,
Sure.
because I was so like not asked about the open day. I was kind of like, I know I'm going here anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's it. So I went up to, moved up on the first day, unpacked everything, chucked everything in my room, and basically had like, I don't know what it was, like just like a breakdown.
Straight away.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing. I rang you, didn't I?
rang me, yeah.
Like basically just freaking out. I was like, I don't have a fucking clue where I am. What am I doing? Do I really want to be here?
Oh god. Welcome to adulthood
Like,
straight
yeah,
away. Right?
yeah. I was like, how do I meet people?
Yeah.
Like something as easy as that. I was like, how do I meet people?
I know it went well for you in your first week. After that, I'd imagine.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, Tinder, Grindr,
Yeah.
make friends.
No, yeah, but you
Quite
had
often
a,
grind.
you had a break,
Yeah.
you had a breakdown on your first date, but then what? You got laid a few days in. You
Um,
lost your
That was the
fucking-
question you wanted.
Yeah, you lost your V straight away, man.
Oh, my V.
It wasn't your V.
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
I forgot that night. Go on.
I got a lucky escape actually
Yeah.
on that one.
Right.
Well, hang on.
We were
wait
going
for-
to that.
Yes.
I had a phone call after that one.
So
So yeah, I have a few questions.
yeah, go
So,
ahead.
Obviously you were there. Like, what was it?
I got a great story about the first night, but carry on.
So what was the comparison to like your feelings when you first went, and then you were like a year in? So were you like
a year
hyped?
in, right? A year in terms of what? Like coming back for summer? Or
Yeah.
like,
How did you feel after your first year was over?
I didn't want to
Comparison.
leave.
You didn't want to
I
leave.
didn't want to come back for the summer. I wanted to stay
Yeah.
there forever.
You'd habituated. You learned to enjoy it.
But what made you
Yeah.
want to stay there, and what was the reason you wanted to stay?
The people were great. The area was great. I was enjoying the course at that point.
Yeah. Nobody wants to go back to Bridgend.
No,
No.
Not
no.
really live in Bridgend.
no.
Yes, you do.
But ow, thanks.
Sauce.
So yeah, the big comparison was like when I first moved up, it was a big unknown. But then once I got comfortable and settled in, like I didn't want to leave.
Mm.
But then compare that to the end of the third year, I was ready to go.
Yeah.
I feel like the novelty weird off. Like.
Yeah, like. Yeah, basically, it does. It
Yeah.
happens. Like if you do something for so long, like once you get used to it, that's it. It's not new and exciting anymore.
No, sure. It's almost like you'd gotten over the fact that it was like scary initially and then you wanted a new challenge. But did you ever find that second challenge? Because it's like you left uni, you didn't fall into a job in computer animation, did you?
No,
Did you go straight to retail?
pretty much.
Yeah. How come you didn't pursue your career? I
Right,
guess
so-
you studied. Well,
It gets to a point where when you do something for so long and you're not picking it up and it's like starting to lose interest, that it's not for you.
yeah.
That basically happened with me. So I was first year, I smashed it. Like I was proper up for it. I was enjoying it. I was really into it. Second year, okay, slowly started to fall off, and then by the time the third year came around, I kind of like regretted my decisions. I'll say I'm like,
So everyone's having a smiling fit by here. I see you smiling. You
Yeah.
look Lewis, you're smiling.
It
Yeah.
looked like he was fast asleep then.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
He is listening.
I'm
So,
not saying anything, I'm genuinely listening.
So
Taking it in.
I do have another question. So what was your vision like going into it? Was it more of a like, did you
I
want
thought
to go
it'd
to
be-
study, or did you want to like, because my perception is most of the people I know want to go to uni to party, and then
Right.
remembered then they were there for a course, and then sort of
Right.
winged it towards the end.
So mine was quite opposite, because like I said, I wanted to learn more in like the field of animation.
yeah.
And then as soon as like I saw like, it wasn't even the partying, like just like how enjoyable the social side of it was,
Yeah.
I like dipped out. I was like, I'm good.
You're good for what now, sorry?
Like, what do you mean?
As in you said that you enjoyed the partying aspect of it?
No, you didn't.
You didn't enjoy
No,
it?
no. Of course I enjoyed like, the word partying is like very usually like the social side of it. I think is
Yeah.
probably the better word for it, because it wasn't just like partying. It's just like enjoying like nights with good people.
Yeah. Did you live in a house with other people?
So first year I lived in halls.
Yeah. I think you left it for
Um,
the first year, right? Is that a rule?
You don't have to, but it's
Yeah.
probably better.
So you're in those ones where it's like you got your own bedroom, but then loads of other people have got like you all share the same kitchen sort of thing.
Yeah, one bit of advice I would say about that as well is if you are looking to go or do go, don't do what I did. Actually open your door and leave it open so people can like pop their head in and say hello. I closed my door and just kind of sat there, so no one knew I was there.
You became introverted.
Well, for the first like
off.
thing, because I didn't really know. It wasn't until I was like, I think I was FaceTiming you, wasn't I?
You rang me.
I rang you.
were
And I was like,
I don't know what the fuck to do.
yeah.
I was
So I think
like, just be you, like.
No,
as
it wasn't-
cringy as that sounds,
yeah.
like, get out and talk to people. You know how to do it,
Yeah.
like. do you
So
know
I
what mean?
think after that phone call, or while I was on that phone call, I was trying to like, I went out for a walk to like try and scope the place out, see what was where. Kind of went and got some cans because that's normally a good thing to introduce yourself with. Like,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Ryan. Have a drink.
Sounds like someone off the In-Betweeners. You know the In-Betweeners when they go to that uni hall for the first time?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, beer? That's right.
Basically.
What was this funny story?
Oh right, yeah. So it's
Make it
probably
funny.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not-
You
it's
said
not-
it's funny.
it's not overly funny.
No,
Like-
yeah, sure.
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed, yeah, it's not going to be great. So I went, yeah. So I went into the lounge.
Yeah.
So I was like, right,
Lounge.
and I had a talk.
Oh.
Oh!
Was there a
No.
podcast involved?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
But I was in the lounge. I kind of, I didn't know what to do. So I was sitting in like, I checked the TV on. I put some like biscuits in a bowl because I didn't know what to do. So I like put them in the middle of the table as like a welcome present type thing.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I put
Have
some biscuits on
biscuits.
the on the table.
Well, it's a coffee party.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had,
What biscuits were they though? That's the
I
important
don't
part.
fucking remember.
Nah, that's
Did
not
you
good
treat
enough,
them?
is it?
Some bourbons?
How cheap
No.
are we talking?
Some
Egg
pop
bourbon.
notes?
It might have been
Bourbon,
bourbon.
custard
I think it might have been
creams.
bourbons.
Digestives.
I didn't even think anyone ate them in the end.
Yeah,
I
I
just
just say
chow it on.
to it that I can't imagine just walking into somebody I don't know.
Ooh, biscuits!
I'll have some biscuits, please.
Basically, it is. So, I was in there, then first guy I see walks in. I'm like, oh, class. I introduce myself and that. And he's like, oh, we're on our way to a flat party. I'm like, sick? Okay, cool. He's like, when you going? He's like, well, right now. I'm like, sat there in like slip-on red shoes, like, you know, the really shitty
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that like because you know the ones when with the cars, like, you know, those really shitty ones. Yeah, so I had them, a pair of like jogging bottom shorts,
Yeah.
and like a t-shirt, and he was like, yeah, we're going right now. I was like, can I change? He was like, no. So like, shit. Anyway, I follow him. Well, you know, getting to know people, isn't it?
You look like you. I'm picturing you look like you've been at the beach all day, or something like that.
Not even that. I was just in
Yeah.
like relaxed mode.
Did you take
Yeah.
the bowl of biscuits?
No, I didn't.
Well, they went in there with it, and by the time they got back, it was stale.
Probably.
You know, when they put biscuits in a bowl and
No.
fucking leave them out.
I'm Ryan, I brought biscuits.
Anyway,
No, you feel, no, I'm sorry, but if it was my first day, right, and I was going to my first party, I'd be dressing up to the nines, like,
I'd not
I'd be like,
choice.
I am fucking changing right now. If there's birds
I know where I was going.
What do you mean? Someone just told you
Anyway,
about the
anyway.
pint. What do you mean there's nowhere to
Yeah,
go?
I asked if I'd get changed. They were like, no,
No, don't
we're
ask.
going right
I'll be
now.
like, no.
I don't know where they're going.
Just say
Where did
where
they
they
go? Well, let's
Right.
let's
So I
fucking have it.
follow him.
I want to know where you're going with this
Right.
bowl of biscuits, man.
There's no bowl of biscuits.
Okay, without
Right.
the bowl of biscuits.
So I walk out the flat,
Yeah.
and there's like maybe like 7-8 people outside, and they'd all like met on like the first day. So basically, the move-in day was on like the Monday. I'd moved in on the Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. I think it was a Saturday. So I moved in on the Saturday. So they'd all kind of like got to know each
Yeah,
other.
the
There was
head
like
start.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I rock up, introduce myself. Sound.
Or anybody else wearing shorts?
No, of course not. Everyone's kind of looking at it. There's a guy in like half a suit. So I'm like,
Really?
like blazer on type thing. Like I wouldn't say
Oh, yeah.
suit. It was jeans and a blazer.
Overkill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Wrexham.
So
I
you
don't
two
know
were
what it's
both
like.
the twats of the party then.
No, I was in shorts.
Yeah, so was he in a bullet
Yeah, yeah.
suit.
Oh,
He's
okay.
too
I
far,
see
you're
what you
too
mean.
under.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Too fly.
Yeah. So I'm like, right, where's this party to? Go over to this party. I'm like, you know what? In my head, I'm like speaking to people. I'm like, you know, like tell them where I'm from and everything.
Yeah.
Like the only Welsh person in my flat from Wales. And the uni is in Wales.
Yeah, but it's on the edge, isn't it?
And why would they choose to go to Wrexham of all places?
I think it worked out. I don't know if it's still the same now, but if you study in Wales, it's cheaper.
It is, yeah, for Welsh people though, isn't it?
No.
Not in general.
I feel like from the photos, like, you know, years on from when you started, you became top dog. Like,
Fuck you on about. Top dog? What the fuck does that even mean?
you.
What the
You were
fuck?
the one.
He's just got his comfy.
You were the one the group of 4 was in charge.
No,
You were
definitely not.
You were always in the centre. Every photo.
Do you know why? Because there was 3 of us. There has to be someone in the centre. Fucking.
Like, see you like photos you in the club were like,
I've not
What, the
seen
cheeky
these
girls?
photos.
Have you never seen the photo of me and the cheeky girls?
The actual
I'm gonna pop it
cheeky
right
girls.
there now. Right over his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
top dog.
Did you? Yeah. Did you keep in contact with them?
No!
Oh.
Were they
so
cheeky?
you were like chums with them?
They were cheeky. One of the boys
They
grabbed
were
her
cheeky.
ass.
Huh?
One, someone
That's
I know-
sexual harassment.
Yeah, it's not good.
Grabbed your ass.
Identifies that.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then, yeah.
Are we ever going to
Try
get
to
to
make the
it? If this
cheeky
story is so funny, can we get to the end of it?
It's not even that funny.
Are you done with it?
No.
No, I carry on.
So I'm in my head, I'm like, fuck, here we go. First uni party, flat party. I can hear the music getting louder. I'm like, oh shit.
This
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna walk in and it's
Yeah.
gonna be like drinks everywhere. And they were my little 4-pack of strong with dark fruit. I'm like, let's get
4?
on 8.
Let's get on with 4.
Emergency pack of biscuits.
Pack of bourbons in my back pocket.
Bourbons?
Anyone peckish?
I walk in. Anyway, right. I'm like, I think we're all a bit. I can't remember what everyone else was like. I think everyone was just like up for it.
Where were
Walk
they
in.
from? Sorry. English?
You just
Scottish?
Right.
Irish? No, he said the
I'm trying to
cheeky.
think,
I
I'm trying to
can't remember.
The cheeky girls.
No, I got.
Oh, it's a
sorry.
different thing.
Yeah.
No, I think they're all English.
They were all English.
No, and a guy from Cyprus.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
remember his name?
Yeah, Orestes.
Orestes. They always have brilliant names.
Right, so let's
Yeah.
just get to. I want to see if this story
Anyway.
is even funny.
Orestes.
Open the door, walk in,
Yeah.
there's 2 people stood in the corner. I'm like, oh no.
So
A, I've got to introduce myself in shorts. And B, there's no one here.
Were they
Was
both
there any women?
boys?
It was a boy and a girl in the corner.
And they were together, weren't they?
Oh, that's
Oh,
horrible.
As
God's
far,
sake.
yeah,
Why were they in the corner?
I'm just kind of chilling.
I was just
Necking, probably.
Welcome to our party, and they stood in the corner.
Yeah. So started speaking to like some of the other boys, and someone suggested going out. So I was like, that's more like it.
Yeah.
And it got well,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. Ended up going out then. Oh no. So Lewis, going back to the comment,
Yeah.
is like the first person I had a proper conversation with, and he came with me back to my flat so I could get changed, and then
Yeah.
we went out from there. So that's the first proper person I met.
I thought you were going to say that's the end of the story, and I was going to be like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that stopped short.
Right. This is
It seems like it's gonna.
I want to know
It's
how many.
not.
I want to know how
not.
many
It's
rights
not.
we've had so far.
right.
Just keep
Don't
going.
do this to me.
Just keep going.
Please don't do this to me.
Come.
Get into this shady looking bar.
Yeah.
There's like they did shisha and stuff back then, but they don't do it. They didn't do it for the
Okay.
rest of the year. So it felt like they only did it for like freshers.
Right.
In a bar, indoor, shisha.
Like no, it's like a bar bit, and then there's like a little outdoor bit. It's quite nice. It looks
like
quite nice.
Bamboo in Swansea.
Ish, yeah.
I don't get
But
it.
nowhere near. It's very small.
Why shisha bars are so popular? It's like, you know, what are you
They're quite-
pretending
they're just
to smoke?
chill, like.
Yeah, I get that, but it's like, what do you feel fucking
Innit?
cool just sipping on your little bit of smoke there? I sound like a hypocrite.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
at.
You literally smoked.
Right, let him finish this story for fuck's sake. Like, please,
It's
just
not
get to
even
the
that
end.
good.
Well,
I want to hear
You
it.
want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm mingling with these people I don't really know, starting to get to know them, and one of them goes, if you go into the bar, can you grab me a Coke? It's like, okay, just checking the money. Went up to grab my coke. Oh, and we went with Lewis, boy, and
Don't point at me.
I didn't mean to. It's just natural because you're here. Walk up to the bar. I'm like, oh, can I have a coke, please? And the guy's like, got ID.
What? For a Coke?
I need both of us for a coke. I'm like, this isn't gonna end well. And that was basically like the first night out type of thing with the thing and the stuff. That's kind of like my first night out memory.
Yeah. Was he maybe just making sure you were old enough to be in the bar in the first place?
No, don't give him the credit.
Yeah, you've got quite a youthful face.
No, so back then
Except
I
for the
didn't
beard.
have back then I didn't have a beard, and I had braces. So it's kind of justifiable. But
People have braces, you know?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then after that,
Yeah.
that was my start.
So the tumbleweed can come in, let's find some here.
I said,
Wow.
like, I didn't even realise I'd said it was funny. It was kind of just like awkward.
No, that is the funny things came of it. I like this bowl of biscuits thing. That's so
Biscuits is
tragic.
I feel like that wasn't meant to be the funny bit, but it is.
It is. It's so tragic that it's.
I feel like
hilarious.
that's the beginning to a really bad nickname in uni, like
Yeah.
Biscuit Boy for the rest of uni. I would have been straight on
Oh, I
that.
didn't tell people they were my biscuits on the table. I put them there and I was kind of...
Everyone's going, who the fuck would bring
Fuck
biscuits?
us
You're like, yeah, who the fuck
biscuits
would
in
do
there.
that?
Yeah.
It'd be like the story of fucking Little Red Riding Hood. Like they've come home,
Okay.
they
How?
already live there,
Yeah.
and like they come home. You didn't tell anyone they were your biscuits. And like, why is the biscuits on our table?
Where there's no biscuits in the hot. What? Draw
Yeah,
comparisons
these
with
people-
Little Red Riding.
Yeah.
Walk in and
Oh,
saw
the
Ryan
fox.
sat on the sofa.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've already met. They live in this place.
Yeah.
They know. Why is there biscuits in our house if
They
they're
know
not
full
his?
well. Yeah. Okay.
So they're like, come home. Who's eating my biscuits? Why are they in a bowl? Is it Ryan? Little Red
What's that
Riding
got to
Hood.
do with
Yeah.
Little Red
No,
Riding
this
Hood?
counts. This
I think you're
counts.
mixing up the porridge thing with the beers. Is
No,
that
the
what it is?
biscuits. The porridge is biscuits.
There's no porridge in Little Red Riding Hood, is there?
No.
Yes, it is.
No,
No,
that's
there's
the
not.
bear one. That's
Little Red Riding Hood's the one with like the apple.
Yeah, well, yeah, and she pretends to. The
Whoa.
fox pretends to be an old woman in a
Whoa.
bed.
No.
She says,
Oh!
It is, he's right.
It's Little Red Riding Hood and the three fucking
Oh,
bears.
literally, I can't
It's
listen
not
to
the three
this.
bitters.
So, Joe,
"Oh, Little Red Riding Hood gets eaten by a wolf."
Yeah. She takes a thing to it in Nan's house.
Well, who ate my porridge then?
Yeah, who touched my spaghetti?
it's a yarra dormire.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Someone then.
So
No,
what's
I
the
don't
porridge
care.
one?
We're not talking
So
about
what is
this.
What is the porridge story then? Yeah.
There's someone eats
This one's
the
too
bears.
hot and this one's just right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I did this for training. It's so stupid, but we had to like work
God.
out.
Would you work with slow?
We can't keep that in.
That
That's
was a-
got
that
to
was-
go,
that-
Joe.
That was a bit much. But yeah, that was my kind of like first day, but that wasn't representative of my whole thing because it sounded very boring,
Mm.
and like that's what it is. But the course like rapidly changed. Probably didn't help that I had like 3 different tutors over 3 different years and stuff like that. So why are you laughing at?
Someone laughing for you looking at my
His
socks.
fucking socks, like.
This is good and bad to it. Like it's good, you know. We've got to take the rough with the smooth.
Yeah, I wouldn't like tell people not to go.
Right, few questions. The main questions, right? One, how do you cope with money?
I was bad.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
it's bad for most people.
Do you know why as well though? Because I wasn't used to having such a like. Okay, it sounds like now like £2,000 or £3,000
much, no.
isn't much to us. Like once you
No,
started
it's
working
really,
and stuff,
It's really not. Like,
No. and I've learned that now.
But then, we're on about
Back then,
in the moment.
back then in the moment, I saw like £2,000 in my account. I was like, "Fuck, I'm rich."
It's expendable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The thing
So-
is, back then you didn't pay for a car. You didn't pay.
I didn't know
insurance.
anything about anything.
You didn't pay.
I didn't
bills,
pay
you
anything.
know,
So,
exactly.
like,
for the most
Every time I had money, I was free to spend it type thing. So
You didn't get a drug habit or anything. I mean,
No.
you drank a fair bit, but you didn't get a drug habit. Like uni's full of drugs, but
Oh,
not
yeah.
for you. You,
No.
you just
No.
level-headed, like.
Top dog, wasn't he?
Yeah.
stop saying top dog.
All his mates are going to be like, ah.
Arf arf.
Yeah.
Top one.
No. I really
So yeah,
wasn't.
money you blow quick. What about eating?
We touched on it before. At one point, I figured out that it was easier to eat a takeaway every night than
Yeah.
like buy like healthy alternative foods.
And do you still feel the effects of the intake of food and alcohol that you did through?
Well, if you're trying to say I'm fat, then yes. And am I trying to lose the weight now? Yes. Do I regret doing all that? Yes.
No, but
Not
I
the
feel like
drinking, no.
I feel like
The
everyone I
takeaway
know.
stuff, yes.
I feel like everyone I know that went to uni put on weight.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I
Because
think-
they don't. Because I think you don't know how to handle. Not you specifically,
Yeah.
but people don't know how to handle this money, and then obviously it's a lot easier, as you said, to get a takeaway rather than cooking something. And also, like, you cook in a shared area at points. So
Sometimes it was
you
like
can't be asked to clean
awkward
as well.
and yeah.
Again, that's down to money again, though.
Yeah.
If I got money in my pocket at payday, I'll have at least 2 or 3 takeaways a month.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like much, but fuck me, if you're on a takeaway every week,
Yeah.
that's
gonna take its
that's a
toll.
lot of bad food. Like.
Yeah. Even if you exercise, like if
Yeah.
you did.
So
I still do it now, you know?
yeah. Especially when some of the deals were as good as they were. I don't know if I touched on it last time, but in this one place you could get, it was buy one get one free on pizzas, and the pizza was like, say, I think it was like 7-8 quid. So that's like £4, like between 2 people for 2 large pizzas. It's like
It's good shit.
They'll feed you for the day. I don't
that-
know.
exactly,
Get left over in the morning.
exactly.
Did they do? Because I know they do in Cardiff University, but did they do like any takeaway? We'll do cookie dough with ice cream for dessert.
No,
It's so good.
is it?
It
It's
is
so good, and it's because it's Cardiff as well.
Yeah.
It's such a like a big selection of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Disagree.
Why?
From my time spent in Cardiff, again, you can get Deliveroo and stuff, but I still don't feel like takeaways are up to standard.
good. Nah, they're not.
I feel like
In comparison
takeaways,
to other
you get your
cities.
bog standard like fucking Chinese takeaways, Indian takeaways, burger places, kebab shops. There's only a few I think are actual specialities.
Bristol's one, mate. It's class for
Not
takeaways.
big.
Where do you want your food from? Like the Maldives or something?
No, but again, it's like
Just gets imported from Paris.
yeah.
a lot of it's just cheap shit.
We're like, oh, we go to Tesco's. Lewis is like, what's
Okay.
Tesco's? I'm in Selfridges. Like,
So we say like Cardiff.
I wouldn't say no.
Cardiff
I'm
is
not
like a.
posh, I just lived in
so I feel like
Cardiff for
we've
2 years.
touched on why Ryan went to uni. Now we should touch on why Lewis didn't go to uni.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't discourage anyone from going anyway. Just make sure you know what you want to study. Because I had the option, like, for me, I had the option to change my course 2 weeks in. If I'd done that, I think I would have enjoyed it course-wise a lot more. Like I said, met amazing people, wouldn't change that for the world. Like I said, so as a social, for 3 years, class, untouchable. But, what have I got to show for it? I work in retail.
Yeah.
I feel like that goes for most people I know again for uni because it's tough for our age. Because although you have experience in uni, you don't have experience in working in that
And,
field.
and one of the problems you find at the moment is every fucker's gone to uni.
yeah.
Well, the majority of people have gone to uni, and if you're not good enough or up to scratch, that's it.
Yeah, but another thing is as well,
They
like,
also want experience. Like you
really
said.
good courses are like the ones that involve like nursing because you have experience within that like hospital, say for instance.
Yeah.
You're there, you're with them, and then they take a lot
Like
of
I
people
said,
on
like-
from it.
When it came to my 3rd year, was finally when we got a tutor who had his head screwed on and was like, I say head screwed on, not in a harsh way to the other tutors, but like, he was very direct. He was like, you haven't done this, this and this, why?
Yeah.
Like, and then he set out what he had planned for the next 3 years, and I was like, if I was going to uni now, fuck, I'd be sorted, like.
Yeah.
So it's just poor timing, like, just
Yeah.
really unfortunate at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's kind of like my experience of it.
Why didn't you go to uni?
Yeah.
Main reason
So you
is-
finished school. What happened?
Main reason is I didn't do good enough in school.
I didn't need to do
No,
good
yeah,
enough
you
for
didn't
it.
need
I know,
to do good
but
enough.
still, I.
For yourself, you didn't feel like you done
Yeah,
good.
and uni to me wasn't an option at that point. I mean, again, at that age, your parents still play a big part in your decision making towards
Yeah,
your
they do,
future.
yeah.
Of course they do.
Mm.
No, it depends how close.
Uh,
I will say, like, me and you have like
Mhm.
similar relationships with our parents. So
Yeah, like, you know, my dad's a great guy. Like, he's like,
I'd hope so.
no,
your dad?
so like, the position I am now in my
Yeah.
like working life, like going for the career I want, I'm like, I'm in a really good industry. I'm in a great position now,
Yeah.
and a lot of this is down to my dad, like the way he sort of molded me into going.
The way
where
he
I
groomed
wanted.
you.
God, it didn't take long.
See, like, I just cut it out. Like, it's fucking. You want a serious conversation, but you're fucking laughing at that, and it's like, that's encouraging him.
It's like, anyway,
It's a funny off comment,
Just
though,
not
isn't it?
ignore him. Just ignore him. Bad joke.
I'm not here.
Yeah, bad joke.
He hit my wrist.
So yeah, you were in a good position. Your father influenced you a lot.
Your father put you in a good position.
It's not funny. It's not funny, Joe.
Thing is, I
Bad
mean, a
joke.
joke like this, we're on PlayStation, I fucking laugh. But I mean, we're trying to have a serious debate.
It's not really serious, is it? It's just chill. They're like,
Oh, fucking hell! Taking you off camera, like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, I get stressed.
You're gonna have to get the boxing gloves out.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Right. Anyway, so yeah,
What tone is
your father influenced us. You.
Influenced us, yeah. You fucking
You say
wrong.
our father.
Yeah, we're not the same family, but
Your father.
So, in terms of where I am now, I didn't go to university, I didn't finish sixth form.
But was that a good decision now?
Oh, fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
Best decision I made. If I'd have gone, to me, I know it's different for you, but to me, if I'd have gone to university, I would have wasted 3 years of my life.
That's how I look at
Be
it.
in mega debt as well.
Gaining, I've,
definitely did that.
where I went, I've gained so much experience, which has helped me jump into the role I'm in now.
Further your career.
Yeah, without the 4 years that a lot of people spend at university.
3. The average cost is 3.
Does it matter? Like,
You two-
I don't know. You want to have a serious conversation?
Yeah. Smash the like button if you want to stay on live.
Yeah, next.
don't care.
A YouTube fight, YouTube boxing's gone.
Hey, dude, we'll get on. We'll get on the next KSI on the card.
Go on,
Shake hands,
boys.
boys.
You say about what your experience was. That's my input now. Go on about what you did. I won't fucking go
Do you
on
have a question?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's just gonna pooty.
Go on about what you want to go about.
Do you want a hug? Okay. I can't. What do you want to know? I mean, as in why I didn't go to uni.
Yeah. So what was your? So you left school. What
Yeah, but
happened?
mine's like a sob story.
When did
innit?
you leave school though? I feel like that's what I didn't ask. Did
a
you go to
long
sixth
time
form?
ago. Yeah, for like a year, but that was just to fuck around with all the boys, which is exactly what I did.
You
Yeah.
fucked around with all the boys.
Fucked around with all. I mean, like messed around at school. I'm not gay. Contrary to popular belief.
Equality.
Yeah. Yeah, went to college for a bit. Was in there for the first year, and then something tragic happened, which I'll bring up in a different episode. During the summer, I think, between my first and second year, and then I was due to go to Southampton University to study
Really?
TV, film, and production. Yeah, but because of the mind state I was in, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a cannabis addiction,
Oh.
which everyone is aware of. Well, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which.
Was that due to what happened though?
No, I was already smoking a lot of weed, and it was quite bad, really. But it got a lot worse after what had happened because money was kind of thrown at me, and then I just used it to fund my habits. I made loads of good memories along the way, like the best
Yeah.
memories. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. The thing is, with weed, you forget them all because it kind of ruins your long-term memory and short-term memory. I don't know.
Never forget the food fight.
Yeah, yeah. What do you mean the brownies? Yeah. So. Yeah, I should have gone to university but didn't. But also with the course I was due to do, I don't think a lot of people actually graduate into a profession which they study for through TV, film and production. So I think it would have been a lot easier to pursue a career through that by not getting into debt and then pursuing it as a hobby. And then if the dream was realised, I would have gone ahead and done it. So yeah.
Basically, what I should have done.
Yeah.
But by the time I got to that point, it was like too late.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna. The thing is with uni, though, and
It's,
what
it's,
would
it's
have
like
been good.
it's the most expensive trial and error ever.
But it puts you in, like, say you wanted to do animation, I wanted to do TV film, and
Yeah.
like with the things that you have to do for university, it gives you good contacts into the industry,
Yeah.
and you're also surrounded with like-minded people, and you can bounce off each other, and yeah, push each other to success. Push each other. Yeah, I feel like I ruined a good speech with that.
Again, you've got to be noticed, mind.
Yeah,
in class, you've
but
got to be noticed. Like,
also,
you don't just, you know.
with what I was doing, I wanted to write screenplays or make stories and then write screenplays, which I do in my spare time anyway. But for me, it would be a lot harder now because I'm going to write it and then post it on the internet. Like, who's going to notice that? And I don't have the credibility.
It's luck, isn't it?
Yeah. So what I need to do, and what I aim to do now is work until I have enough money to buy the equipment that I want, and then buy cameras and actually film like short films, post them to YouTube maybe.
YouTube is a great outlet.
Yeah, it's the best thing because everything's on the
It's
internet.
so easy to get noticed.
Did you feel like you would have benefited more by going to uni now?
No, because the debt would have crippled me for sure. Too much pressure on my shoulders, and I don't do well with debt and stuff like that.
I don't earn enough to start paying my debts back.
Yeah, but eventually you will.
But eventually I will, and unless it gets sold off, and I will now. So it's
What you should have done is
it's all
voted for
fucked.
Corbyn, and he would have axed the whole thing. Yeah, I'm sure that's who he was
Let's not go
planned
into
into.
politics.
No, I'm just saying. There's
Right.
certain people who will promise to cancel student debt, and would
lot-
be perfect for you guys.
A lot of this anyway, I feel like a lot of people who come out of uni and you just get into a routine.
Yeah.
legit, yeah. No,
It's-
it does.
I go on to you about applying. So I went on to you about applying for that job,
Yeah,
told you I'd help,
yeah,
deadline's tomorrow,
yeah.
anything been done.
No.
So it's routine, isn't it? It's
People like comfortability, so
in
you
the
feel
comfort.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You work with people you know them for ages, you're happy there, so.
Yeah.
I can understand that though.
I think everyone gets comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Like,
in a place for 4 years.
How many people do you look
know?
at friends-wise and go, they're in a relationship and they're comfortable, not necessarily happy, they're just comfortable within the family, within the girl,
Right.
they know each other. So many, isn't it?
You can draw
It's the same
parallels.
with work.
You can draw parallels with people who come out of prison. Like, is it Shawshank Redemption? The guy who comes out of prison and he doesn't know how to live anymore because
Yeah.
that was his life, and I guess he was compelled to do things every day, and just that was his norm. Like coming out of university, you kind of had to still be responsible for yourself though, right? Because you had your own place. I don't know if you went straight into your own house.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I pretty much got the text
You had to
the
get a
night
job.
before.
Yeah.
So I've yeah.
Whoever paid.
They
us
just
back.
dropped that on you, did they? Like, by the
Well,
way,
I
you can't
didn't-
come
I
back to our
didn't-
house. We got you your own house.
Not so much like that.
Thank
Like
us later.
I didn't really know anything about it. I did like rumblings.
Okay.
Because my stepsister was moving in there anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of like a two and two together. So I didn't really have time to like save up and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just had a bad thought, and I've been slapped too many times on the wrist to just go ahead and.
The word
Yeah.
rumblings is gone.
Yeah, that was like hungry, were you?
That's not a slap on the wrist.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. You moved into a house with your stepsister, and I was.
No, no, okay, stop there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, the reason I didn't go to uni was like, I had too many influences from people. So like, unlike you guys, I left school straight away. I didn't go to like sixth
Yeah.
form.
Do you college?
Yeah, I did. And a lot of them, a lot of the people I was on the course with were older than me, and they'd all already gone to uni. So one of them studied law, and he was like,
he's in college.
no, he studied
college.
law in uni in Bristol in law.
Yeah.
And went to college to
And
study
then
something
he was
else.
like, oh, do you know what, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he came to college then, and he did sport. We did sports science and stuff
Right.
like that. And it was really good, and I had a good time. I had good memories like you. But I had like the uni life in college, so I was going out all the time,
Yeah.
like literally every night probably. But then I was having like the course aspect,
Yeah.
and I just thought it wasn't for me. And I just thought with the money, obviously, as you said, a lot of people like, oh, financially you're going to be worse off, and I don't think it's going to be beneficial for you. So I just sort of went into a job, and then I just liked the constant money, so you knew you were going to get X and X at the end of the month. I was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
And I was living the uni life, as I said, anyway, because I was working like part-time at that point.
Yeah.
So I was going out Wednesday, I was going out Friday, I was going out Saturday, I was going out Monday. So I didn't really like... So I wasn't craving the uni social life, because I had that. And
Yeah.
I had the money coming in, I wasn't in debt, and for me, I
Yeah.
thought that was way more beneficial for me.
Yeah.
Might not be for everyone,
No.
but for
No.
me specifically.
But going on that is like one thing I'd probably say, like looking back, was like you had no motivation to go to uni.
No, literally never did. I was never like fussed on like one subject.
So yeah.
I've always
so,
been someone who like at one point I liked football, and I'm like really into football, and by like 2 months later I'm like really into basketball, and like I buy all the jerseys, I'm
Yeah.
into it. I'm one of those people, I just like keep on moving. So I
Yeah.
thought if I went to uni, by 2 months in I'd be bored of it, and
Yeah.
I'd leave. And I thought,
Okay.
there's no point in like putting, you know, that effort in if I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of you think about like going to uni though?
I
Like, obviously you
wanted-
did.
No.
I
Like-
wanted to. And working previously at the university, like.
Do you look at it and
I
you
believe,
think
Yeah,
like,
made that urge.
That must have
more,
been
like-
sad. Like.
Oh yeah, it was like 19 I started there.
Yeah. How old are you? No, I'm asking because obviously there'd be people.
21,
your age.
22.
19 I started working there.
Okay.
You said-
I don't know when your birthday is.
I thought you said 2019.
Yeah.
Were you
No.
20 or 19?
19
Yeah,
I
yeah,
started
yeah.
working
Yeah.
there. You were still in university. I was like,
I was in my second year.
yeah, and I was knew about the life you were living. I was surrounded by people who lived that life, like
Yeah.
groups of lads and that going out or going to class together.
Yeah.
You see on the laugh, and there was me, you know,
Mm.
fixing up the classroom,
Yeah, that's.
for example. But again, stepping stone in my career. Like from the 4 years I spent working there, I gained so much experience. Without doing that and gaining that experience, whilst earning a good wage, when I was 19, it was a very good wage.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be where I am now. To say I'm in my early days now of the career I want, but I'm in the right industry, the right position to start moving up and getting to where I want to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I feel like we're all at that age now where you want to be at a point now where you're like,
Things start getting a bit real, don't they?
yeah.
Don't like
we're
that.
not, we're not kids
No, no,
anymore.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
so-
I found it hard, like, you'll find out in the next episode, I found that jump hard.
Yeah.
As
It
in,
is, yeah.
like, you start to realise, like, obviously I was going out a lot, as I said, living that life anyway. And I feel like a lot of people do this when they come back from uni, they're like, fuck, hang on, I gotta
What do I
move.
do?
There's like this pressure, I feel like, that's brought on society from the older generation, where it's like, you have to do the stepping stones. So like you've got school, you have to do well in school, you go to sixth form, you do well in sixth form, you go to uni, you do the course that's going to push you into a job. I'm not saying everyone, but I feel like that's society's way of going, this is the stepping stones you have to do.
These are the steps.
Yeah.
Take them or
Then
you're
it's- yeah.
set up to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
then,
like the basic consensus of it all.
yeah, and then after you finish that, then you get a job, and then it's like, oh, you got to
And
get
that's
a
it.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
You got to get, and then you're looking at like marriage and a house. And now you come out of uni, you've obviously got debt, and as you said, you haven't got much money because you can't work much because you want to put your time and effort into uni.
Yeah.
You moving out and saving, and like your situation is a far-fetched thought because you're not
Yeah.
going to have like the 10 grand deposit. You're not going to have whatever.
No, ideally the way I would have done it was come out of uni, spent a few years just working fucking hard,
Yeah.
saving as much money as possible to move into like a flat.
Yeah.
That was my like.
I feel like the dream
That
way
was
of
my
doing it.
in my head. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to do.
I feel like the dream way of
Things
doing
happen.
it though,
Like I'm not
is
gonna say I'm ungrateful. for
going to school, say for
doing
example,
that, but-
and then going to sixth form, and then having like a year off of working hard. So you've got that money in the background.
Yeah.
So
In
then,
case you, and
yeah.
then you can choose if you want to go to uni. Then you're sorted.
Yeah, you've got that money in the background then. So like you said, if you did blow that loan or whatever, you did spend all that money, you have got some in there to dig into, so you can dig into both. Whereas if you have just got that loan, as you said, you got that 2 grand, that's all you know is that 2 grand. You're not going to spread out, you're going to fucking go for it as you did and then go, oh fuck, what am I going to do now?
One thing I've noticed was, so when I was a youngster, like in school and that, my thought of like teachers and stuff would be like,
Negative.
and other students would be, he's literally going to amount to nothing. They'll be like,
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
like factory work, something like that. But as I matured, got older, got into different jobs, like I've literally specifically had people say to me, I wonder where you're going to be in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like I've literally had people, and not to like big myself up, but we had to do specific courses in university. They'd be like, you know, diversity, like all that sort of stuff. Like, and I always remember the one woman who started her own business, and this is what she was doing. She was going around different, you know, workplaces, companies, stuff like that, and she would teach the course. And after the class had finished and everyone left, she pulled me back and said, "Do you know what, I really do want to know where you're going to be in 5 years."
Yeah.
Like, and this class was about a year ago, but since then I literally have moved on into a role where I've got very good career prospects. Like, I think a lot of it, when I was in school, I wasn't mature enough to sit down and do work.
Yeah.
Like, pissing around with you boys was
Yeah.
all I wanted to do.
In school,
like,
yeah.
exactly.
I agree with that.
You know, free lessons were meant to be for revision, catching up on work. Like,
Now you would consider that. Now.
Now I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
But
sure
back then-
Looking back.
yeah.
It was how much shit are we going to cause in this hour?
It was exactly.
Yeah.
And if there was a supply teacher, it was more like, how much am I going to fuck with this person? Whereas really you should look at it as, oh, this is a new person to give us a new way of ideas.
Yeah.
But I've got a really deep thought coming into this. So my dad always said to me, like, it's good to have dreams, but someone has to work in Tesco's. And that was his saying, because it was like, you can always look at it and say,
That's heavy,
everyone should have a dream, and everyone should push to achieve it. But the way you've got to look at it is, if everyone achieved their dreams, no one would be serving you McDonald's, would they? No one would want to work there. Someone has to work there. So there are, you can look at it in a way of, oh, I'm not doing well now, but alright, it's shit working McDonald's at first, but that's just a start. That's what that job's for.
Yeah, it's a
Get
start.
some money while you're in uni or while you're doing whatever you are, and then
build it
look
from there.
Yeah.
But someone has to work in these jobs,
Yeah.
and you can laugh at people, but you got to get served by these people. So
But again, to me, I mean, if someone was to jump into Tesco and they were there for 30, 40 years, right, the way you've got to look at it, I would never judge someone, right? If you've worked for 30, 40 years, fucking fair, you have worked for 40 years of your life. Whereas there's other people who don't work, they don't work, they don't want to work.
But I find they're the people that are worse towards staff that work in these places. Like, I feel people who work hard respect other people who work hard no matter what the industry is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would never judge anyone. Like, from a previous job, my current job, I literally see people from all walks of life. I would never judge anyone by, again, sorry, close to it.
No.
I couldn't judge, it's hard to say you're not judgmental.
Everyone is.
Everyone
in your
is.
head, at least.
Again, but like specifically towards certain people who struggle to work, or like you said, I deal with a lot of people. I couldn't judge someone.
Yeah.
Like, to me, wouldn't you rather help somebody than let somebody fester?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather help someone and just be like, oh, look at him over there. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Would you look at me?
But you've worked in a spread, haven't you? A spread of jobs.
Yeah.
Well, we've worked together before.
Oh, yeah, with that guy.
That was great.
Yeah, for 2 days. This is a perfect time for me to say, because we got time. I'm still unemployed, so if somebody out there wants to give me a job, let me know in the comment below. But I'm not sucking any dick.
That's always a good thing to say.
And on that one, we'll take it for a break. I think when we come back, we're going to do the stupid question of the week.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy doing that. I feel like that's going to become a staple.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll catch you after these brief messages. And we're back.
Woohoo.
Yay.
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 They missed
Stupid question of the week.
Stupid question of the
Stupid question of the week.
That was actually quite hard.
That was quite nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right. So, I've been thinking about this one. I've been sat on it for a while.
Oh.
Right. If you were ever to find
Oh god.
your doppelganger,
Oh.
what country would he be from and what would his profession be?
That is a great question. You're not asking me first, do you?
I'm asking, the floor is now open.
Oh. Let's dance.
I got a ticket that says I go third. Because
Okay.
I need to think about it.
Baltic.
America and Chopswood.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
If I knew that song, I'd sing with you, mate.
Either French or American.
I could see him being French, you know.
The French and American makes Canadian.
Oh, mine's obvious.
Yeah, French Canadian.
Yeah. Pascal.
Profession wise.
Baker.
Swedish chef.
No, don't influence him. Let him have his go.
I'm just joking.
I'd say clothes designer.
Again, I like cooking.
No, it's not, but like, you bump into like someone who looks spitting image of you, so you're saying he's French, you don't get to choose his job. He comes up to you and is like, what do you do? And you're like,
What would you imagine he would...
what would you imagine he would do?
If you saw yourself.
Not what you wanted him to be doing.
If you saw yourself, what would you imagine that person did?
You probably would be a chef, like.
You think, I'm Louis, and I'm a chef.
Baker.
Yeah, I can see that. I can actually see that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
it
just
would-
doing the whole, like...
Salty
Thing.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. He's got it.
There you
It's
go.
all there.
Yeah.
Mine is like obvious, probably. It might have been an Australian guy who surfed and probably didn't have a job.
But was sponsored to surf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, probably a professional surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Probably did drugs at one point. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Probably continuously on drugs.
So you're,
Yeah.
so you're meeting other Yaya, and
yeah.
he's like,
I imagine him being very
Right.
free-spirited.
I'm a fucking,
Or am I? Crikey. Yeah, he'd be like really.
Crikey.
He'd be like.
I'm a fucking
Really?
surfer. What the fuck do you do?
He'd be like a really chilled, spiritual guy.
Yeah.
Like
I think a lot
Ben
of
off
people-
In Between Us
Yeah.
2 film.
Yeah. I
The
feel
guy,
like.
with
oh.
the guy with the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah. I don't think
some
I'd be
reason
that
I was
annoying.
thinking-
Hopefully.
I was thinking other ones.
Yeah, the first one.
5.
Richard. Yeah. Richard.
Yeah, you used to quote him all the time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
10. 5.
Do you watched them Angry Boys as well, didn't you? Remember
Angry
that?
Boys was great.
Yeah. When he's like.
Nathan pissed on me.
Yeah. Fuck us, come here.
That show's
Yeah.
great.
So what about you, man?
Oh, but I don't know. I'd probably be a South African treasure hunter. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He says probably.
Fucking out there.
He says probably, but he's thought about that. Like that's a genuine
That's
thought.
what come to my head first, because I'm like, I don't know. I've got freckles, so I feel like I'm half black. You know what I mean? Because a decent proportion
That
of
doesn't
me
mean anything.
is brown. Okay. Well, I look like I've been in the sun. Okay.
Do
And I
you?
think South Africa. And I think South Africa is.
I gotta cut this
it's a
racist
nice-
shit out. Like,
Oh, I don't know.
Where's the racism? There's no racism in
I
there.
feel a bit brown.
I didn't say brown.
I have freckles.
I'm a bit ethnic. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not racist. And South African people are generally white anyway. But yeah, you've made it awkward now, for fuck's sake. Treasure hunter, yeah, because there's a lot of treasure to be salvaged, hunted, yeah, in the desert.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you feel like you'd.
and that's what I would have liked to have done. Like,
That's what you hope your doppelganger would do.
yeah,
Like
yeah, deep sea diving, looking for treasure, or an archaeologist.
Joseph Duplessis.
Yeah. I can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, got
There
it.
you go.
Yeah. So haven't you got a question? We've got a second question this week.
Oh yeah,
What
I
a
didn't,
gift
get to,
we're
I, didn't get
giving.
to, I didn't get to answer.
Oh shit! Yeah, go on. Soz, mate.
I'll keep it sweet. I think I'd be a Norwegian trawler fisherman.
I can actually see that as well. He actually used to fish as well.
Pulling in like the
Yeah.
ropes and stuff.
Yeah.
Deadliest catch without the
I was
crabs.
gonna say the
Yeah.
deadliest catch.
Yeah, I can see that. That's bang on.
Yeah.
Either that, or I can imagine you being American.
I could just see it was a trucker.
American trucker. Oh my god, yes.
Ice road truckers.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can imagine you listening to like folk music.
Hip hop.
Yeah. No, folk music like you're proper into like.
When I
Billy Cyrus, like.
ride on down this
Yeah.
river.
See, he's got it. There it is.
Yeah.
Bang.
I got to pull over.
Scottish. What the
That could have been
fuck?
further on.
American trucker. It ain't lad.
Yeah. I guess. Laddie.
My balls are wet in this van.
Yeah, there we go. I feel like we need to do an accents episode now after that. That was fucking dreadful.
20 likes on this video and we'll do a whole episode in different accents.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm American.
Ah, jeez.
You said that so quiet because you still wasn't sure.
It was Scottish American. You went, I'm American.
I tried to say like, you'd be driving down the road and you'd be like,
Bang.
I have to, I go, I think it's Scottish, like, so I've got to pull over and get me egg sandwich from the diner.
Yeah, man, I gotta pull over and get myself an egg sandwich.
Yeah, it is.
That's proper hick though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yup.
You'll be a
Deep
hillbilly.
one.
If you say,
You'd rather
Right,
was a shit.
please.
if you say,
He looks like a trucker.
Oh yeah, and the rest.
What's the rest? What's the rest of a trucker? What's the rest? What's after that?
say Spice Girls in an American accent and it sounds Scottish.
Spice Girls.
No, the other way around.
Girl Spice.
No,
No, just no.
Space Girls.
What? You just said in a Scottish accent. What are
Say-
you trying to do?
Say Spice Girls in an American accent.
In Scottish.
Spice Girls.
I guess. He doesn't even say
It
it.
probably looks like we've been drinking. We
Yeah.
haven't. Yeah.
So.
30 likes and we'll have a drinking episode.
Yeah. Oh, that's
We'll
easy
get
then.
stemming.
I feel like
I'll be
No,
the
it's
level-headed
space
one. I'm
something.
not
You gotta
doing
say space something.
I don't
If you
think.
say space ghettos in an American accent.
Space Ghetto.
But you just said it in a Scottish accent.
It's hard not to.
Say space ghetto in an American accent.
Space Ghetto.
See,
Spice
it sounds
Ghetto.
like Spice Girls.
Spice Get Up.
Spice Ghetto.
I'm gonna have me Spice Ghetto.
See, sounds like
I really like Spice Ghetto.
I feel like stupid question of the
We
week.
wasted 5 minutes of
Yeah.
people's time.
Yeah. So
Space
go on.
Gal.
You had another question, mate.
Yeah. This is it's not a deep one, it's a serious one. What is the most terrified you've ever been? I know soft shit either. I know like, you know, oh yeah, I had a little panic attack and stuff like that. Right? Keep it sensitive. But what is the most terrified you've ever been?
Go on, Baltic. I reckon you should go first.
Oh God, I have to think.
I'll go first.
Go on, then.
When I was younger, my parents went out. I had a babysitter over, and
God.
looking after me.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Here we go,
I was
Ryan
like,
McCann.
No one ever questioned that.
Nobody looked at me as
You
like,
weren't banging a babysitter at 7. We didn't question that. We were watching like no.
No.
Were you in Portugal at the time?
Oh, you gotta cut that out.
You gotta stop saying, oh, you gotta cut it out. Nothing's getting cut out,
You
man,
gotta
I promise
stop
you.
saying this bad shit.
It's not bad.
Anyway, carry on.
I had a night terror.
I remember this.
Not that
No,
one.
oh.
That one was quite weak compared to this one.
Oh. Okay.
Where so I'd woken up, obviously. You don't wake up. It's kind of like mid-dream, innit?
Yeah.
So I stood on my bed, scratching at the wall, trying to get out, and I yeah,
What was the dream?
I can't remember. It's like 17
Someone's
years ago.
trapped me in a spice ghetto.
Spice Ghetto.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like scratching at the door, and like the babysitter obviously has like no idea what to do. I'm like screaming, just like scratching at this wall.
Was it a girl babysitter?
I think yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she hot?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
Um,
The one I had
but yeah,
was.
luckily luckily my mum would come home and she got home in time to like calm me down.
Yeah.
If we're talking like scared, like that type of scared, then yeah, that's probably the most scared I've been.
Ready to be smashed out of the water. Okay, I went to my first ever house party, like official one, not one around the corner. I just joined college, and I'm not going to say any names for the protection of everyone involved, because it is actually a police case. So basically, went to this house party and got smashed out of the water for the first time. Probably had about 4 cans, and that was enough for me. Like, I was hammered. We were all like,
I miss those days.
we were all like, everyone there was on the same level, around the same age. We all got smashed. This house was quite big, and there's probably about 45 people there, which is not bad, is it?
No.
So mixture of boys, girls. So anyway, it gets a bit mental towards the end. Everyone's obviously a bit fucked first time they got drunk, and there's a bit of commotion downstairs. There's been a few like fights. There's been a few wherever. Anyway, one of my friends like passed out. So I thought, fuck, we gotta go now. This is enough. Like when he was laying on the bed, he was spewing all over himself. I thought, all right, we'll call it a day. So anyway, I took all his like clothes off, his top off for him because he'd spewed all over it. I took like my top off, so I only had like a vest to keep me warm underneath the t-shirt. So I put him on my shoulders, and before I got there, the one girl was like, "If you're gonna open the door, open it and like give it a shoulder because it's broke." So I'm hammered now. So I open the door, it doesn't open, give it a shoulder, and I hear a smash. Right, I just smashed the door completely. The glass had like fell in like a weird way because it was like one of those double tinted glasses. So like smashed through or whatever, and then we went out the back door and we broke the back door, and then we like run off, and there was like loads of commotion, screaming from next door, all this, and anyway, the police siren started going off, so we're like, fuck, we need to get out of here, because we underage drinking, everyone was, and we need to get out of here.
It's a bit of a panic
So anyway,
innit?
we're out, we get out of there, and then we get to my mate's house, a few of us slept over the same house, and we get a phone call off the girl whose house party it was, and she was like, when you go to college tomorrow, the police are going to be there to give you an interview. I was like, what the fuck? And then my mum was like ringing me loads, and I was like, what's going on? So I was like, oh, fuck that off, she's probably just trying to check I'm okay. So anyway, we found out the next morning that the guy next door had done an overdose and killed his own mother. And the reason we could hear banging, killed his own father, and the reason we could hear the banging is because the woman was hid in the room, which is literally like next to the house, in like a wardrobe holding the door. Because all the noise we were doing had fucked with his head, and he was off it on drugs. He'd stabbed his father, and then the mother managed to react, get into like a cupboard sort of thing, and held herself in there. So then, by the time we caused all this commotion, we left. It's on the news, mate. You can check it.
No, I believe
we
you.
left. We left, and the guy tried to get into a house, and luckily I'd smashed the door, so it was broken. And yeah, he couldn't get in. He was like trying to put the knife through the door and had all blood over it. And she was like screaming. And she went upstairs, locked herself in upstairs. And yeah, it's on the news if you want to check. It was in Puthcall.
Jesus Christ.
And my mum had seen it. It popped up on the news. And my mum was like, "What? I swear that's when I dropped you off." And I was like, "Yeah, pretty much. It was next door."
Jeez.
But yeah, that's the scariest I've ever been. Because it was just, it wasn't at the time. It was a realisation after that could have went a lot
so very
worse.
wrong.
Yeah, because we were the one creating the noise.
Yeah.
So obviously his trader thought would have been in that point to come into the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you got to walk like sort of through their garden to get through.
Right.
So obviously we were one of the first to leave. So obviously we would have been first protocol. I got a guy on my back. I'm gonna be slow. I thought I'm gone. Yeah, so that's mine. Joe.
I asked the question. I'm going last.
Okay,
You
yeah.
ain't-
Bolt.
Yeah.
Don't know. Probably when my old man had that attack, I'd
Oh,
say.
that's scary.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
It's not personal scary, but it's like something you fear,
Scary.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Something you'd never want to like happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 o'clock in the morning, like it was only. Like, my
And again, it's
sister-
one of those situations where you can't do nothing.
Oh no.
Like
it
even
was
if you're
fucking-
first situation like I am, there's nothing you can do to like improve
No,
that, is it? You're in the
it's-
dark. You just gotta help do what you can.
You know, nobody was. It was me, my mum, my father in the house. Both neither of my sisters were there, and she burst into my room at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and she was like, "Get up!" She was like, "Your dad's like ill." Like she was like, "He's in trouble." So like I went downstairs, and he was literally just like laid on the floor, just like holding his chest, like
Yeah.
struggling to breathe. Like, you know, I mean, what's going through your head is.
Yeah.
He was still conscious, was he?
He was conscious, yeah, but he was just on the floor, like, in a panic, like, just holding his chest. He couldn't move, just stiff, like, just, you know, and, like, you know, he's obviously, like, I've never had a heart attack, but in excruciating pain, like.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do, is there?
No, exactly. So my mother was, like, stood outside waiting for the ambulance. I just sort of had to sit there and, like, watch, like,
Oh my
and
God, it's
then-
horrible.
Fuck.
the crew come in, took him to the ambulance. So the ambulance was like, parked in the middle of the street. And I thought like, oh, they're just going to take him straight away, but they didn't. So me and my mother was stood by the door as the ambulance was like bouncing up and down, like, and then like through my head I was thinking, are they like trying to resuscitate him?
Oh
Are they
God.
like,
You don't.
you know, doing, I
comprehend.
can't remember what they're called now, a defibrillator.
Yeah.
I thought like, shit, is this literally it? Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, genuinely thought my dad was going to die in front of me,
Yeah.
basically. You know,
And that would be the last time you saw him as
yeah,
well.
that was
Just to
last
paint the
memory.
picture, did your mother give him CPR?
No,
So
no,
you don't
no,
give
no.
CPR on a heart attack.
nothing you could do. Like,
Oh no,
literally
yeah, that's true, because his
Yeah,
heart hasn't
yeah,
stopped.
yeah.
wait for the ambulance, like, so
Yeah.
it was
It's one of
just,
those, if
you
you
know,
even first aid trained, there wasn't much they could do.
No, I realise now how retarded my question
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's just, you know, I'm fast asleep.
Yeah.
Next thing you
It's the
know,
last thing you
5 o'clock.
expect, yeah.
How old were you?
Yeah. I think I was 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was the
so you're at
purpose?
an age where you like you have the realization
I
of
knew
the
what was,
situation.
yeah, I knew
Yeah.
what was going on. I was like, he's
Because it's
having
not
a
one of
heart
those
attack,
ages
like,
where your mum
Yeah.
can just go, oh, daddy's just having a bad
mm,
5
no,
minutes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
no.
you know,
I was, yeah,
aware.
stood by that front door watching the ambulance fucking
praying for it to
bob
go
up and
faster.
down.
At the risk of asking another retarded question, why were you woken up prior to the
Well,
ambulance
obviously his
arriving?
mum's going to panic and
Yeah,
she's
she was
trying to
she was
Yeah.
panicking. I mean, I don't think she was going to keep me in the dark in that situation.
Yeah.
She was left by herself to deal with this.
Well,
mean,
I think it'd be
you
worse
know,
if you woke up to that ambulance outside your house, you
Yeah,
walk downstairs.
you
know.
At least she could give you the
Yeah.
You
talk
wouldn't
and
want-
say,
No,
this
I
is what's
think-
going on.
I wouldn't want to wake up to. Obviously, she was going to have to go to hospital anyway, so she
Yeah.
couldn't just leave me in the house. You know, for me to say she hadn't woken me up, and things had actually.
Taking the
you
test of the
know,
worst.
yeah.
At least you had that chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
you
mean-
wouldn't want your last memory of him.
Oh, no, but
you'd have
any- you take anything at that
Can
point.
you imagine waking up to a phone call off your mum to say, look, so obviously happy it didn't happen, but
Yeah, but it could
worse
have
come to
happened,
worse with a heart attack, exactly, I could have woken
Yeah.
up to a phone
Goes
call
one or
off
two
her
ways,
saying,
doesn't it?
you know,
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
your dad's
For clarity's
passed,
sake, your dad's fine now as well. Right?
oh yeah, fucking hell, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Did they say why it happened? Was he overweight or something?
No,
like that?
it's, you know, he thinks he was down to smoking, you know, because he's
Yeah.
It can be stress as well,
Yeah.
I think, can't it?
Did he have an
Oh, yeah.
operation to have like plaque removed
Yeah.
from his heart
No,
or
he
something?
had a stent put in, so the
Yeah,
arteries
that
are into
happened to
the
my
heart,
uncle
yeah.
recently actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
you
it just
didn't have a
opens.
heart attack for that to happen.
Yeah, but certain things, you know, like,
Depends.
you know, an,
Yeah.
you know, an aneurysm is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just a blockage in your artery.
Yeah.
So
like
Aneurysms
I
are
feel like it's
brain.
learning time for Joe.
Yeah.
He's like,
we're getting artery.
I know this shit. Like, I was
The
just
thing
asking
you know, your jugular, that's an artery, like,
Yeah.
and that runs blood to your brain.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're a block in your jugular, there's no blood going to your brain, so that's like instant.
Yeah.
Instant. That's sorry. It's
And your
sad.
brain
really.
starts
by the
shutting
night you
down.
lose, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
I've been
that's it.
watching a lot of House recently, so I've seen that
House-
stuff. Like
House
where
is
they
good.
insert the things to actually take out the blockage,
Mm.
you know.
Well, that's what a stent opens up the artery, see?
Yeah.
And it keeps it open, so stuff can actually pass through. Like, so he's got a stent now.
so what about you, mate?
You know.
What was your
Yeah.
scariest?
I'm going to be a hypocrite here and say it was the first time that I had a mental breakdown. Alright?
I
'Cause,
thought you would have touched on.
Don't say the Stoner Forest moment.
No.
Oh, no, my grandmother.
Perfect opportunity because you said you.
No,
were gonna bring
I
it
wasn't
up.
scared. I wasn't scared at all.
But again, that's a fucking frightening situation. You find
I
yourself
wasn't,
in.
honestly, I wasn't scared at all.
Is it something you'd want to talk about on a future app?
Yeah, definitely, because it comes into other issues as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again,
This can be Joe's episode.
sorry to go on about it, but like I said, we've talked about this fucking loads in the past. Like,
yeah.
from what happened there, you would be one to say that contributed a lot to your mental health, which is why you're about.
Yeah, it
professional
made me
help.
realise a lot of things. We're very like
Mm.
emotionally vacant.
Mm.
Yeah, but again, I'd rather like leave that because that's not the most scared I've ever been. So just for the sake of answering the question and closing the segment, I'd say, yeah, to be a hypocrite would be the first time I had a mental breakdown. I remember when we went into the second year of what's it called, sixth form,
Sixth form.
and then left, and then it was the first time in my life where I've had all that free time. My parents are in work. And I think I spent like 6-7 weeks on my own in the house, just watching like, I was watching South Park on my own. I remember just being sat in the living room and all of a sudden, like I'd never had anxiety before, or never like realised what it was and how bad it can get. But my chest starts beating, and I just stood up and I just walked around, pacing around the room, wondering what the fuck was going on. Because like it wasn't like any thoughts exactly had triggered it at all. It was just like
You just feel like a
yeah,
beating in your chest
yeah,
and you've just
subconscious.
freaked out.
Yeah. It's a subconscious thing. But it was perfect. It was perfect timing because the reason it happened is because of boredom. And I think when you don't occupy your mind, other things will come out and it'll take its
Total.
take its toll, but also take place of any menial worries that you would have had before, like schoolwork and stuff like that. And that was a very like real emotion. So, but it was perfect timing because at the end of that, as soon as the summer came, I was then booked for like 2 holidays. One of them was Spain, with yourself and Kyle, and then I went to America as well. But I think it comes into, it wasn't just like a mental breakdown, it was almost like depersonalization as well, which a lot of people will know about. I don't know if you've read up about it.
No.
But it's like you kind of don't accept reality for what it is. It doesn't feel real. Your life's kind of a film. You feel detached. You can't really concede that you're in a body. And like, what are you? Are you your brain? Are you your whole body? It's just the weirdest thought. Like, but I then, to go somewhere like America was great because I was busy all of the time. We did all the
The touristy stuff.
yeah.
You were busy, your mind was
Yeah,
busy.
very busy. But I remember thinking like the way that I got over that was by not thinking. Like I realized as soon as I would start talking to myself in my head, I got my head monologue going. That's when the emotion would come back, and it's almost like I created a pathway in my brain where I think one thought, and then it leads to another, and then it leads to another, and eventually you end up at panic. So whenever I was talking to myself, I'd be like, okay, I've got to stop, and I just kind of ignored it. You know, like where you fake it till you make it kind of thing. You just ignore that until it goes away. But yeah, went to America. That was great. And then literally 2 days after coming back from America, went to Spain, and that was great as well because we were occupied again, met girls. Yeah, and
Bit of confidence.
yeah, exactly. And then I was in West Wales for the rest of the summer. But no, definitely being alone
In that moment.
whilst having that, like, and I didn't tell anyone at the time
You
because
don't
I
kind of
just
think about
didn't
it, do you?
understand.
You just don't quite understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You think, oh, it's just one of those things.
And sometimes you might
Yeah,
get ashamed of it as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was ashamed, not at
And
all.
you
I
didn't
was
understand it either, so
yeah.
you couldn't really tell anyone.
Exactly, yeah. There was no way that I could explain it with words. Like I had to
You had to
familiarise
someone to be
myself with
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I spoke to a professional, they would have been like, "Oh, right, what you've experienced is this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I kind of did it on my own initially, because I'm sure when you do things on your own rather than with
You get
the help of other people, yeah, you get stronger and you build up a tolerance for those kind of emotions, I guess.
Find out about the next episode, isn't it?
That's a good segue.
That's going to be a fucked up episode if
Yeah.
ever you do it with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright.
So yeah.
About ready to wrap up here.
Yeah.
Something cheerful to finish with. That was I was on a downer.
Do you want to tell us a joke?
Oh god, do you really want that?
I really want this.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a joke for you.
Go on then.
Okay, I'm gonna leave something by here just in case you want to cut it out. Okay, so I'm gonna clap, and that's when you cut it. So if this gets cut out, it's because it was too bad.
So yeah, that was bad.
So there was a joke.
That's the second time in one episode. Shame.
Shame on you.
Shame.
You should have to do the naked walk like Game of Thrones. We should all point to you and laugh.
Yeah.
You laughed.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
No one laughed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very sick joke. It's better left out.
Yeah. Right. So next week, we've got a bit of a serious episode. So make sure to stick around and check that out, because I think you're not gonna want to miss it. It's a very important one.
Sad one next week, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode of the pod, you know what to do. Leave a like on the video.
Some comments.
Subscribe. Comments.
We like interaction.
You know.
As you've seen, we answered our first question we ever had, so...
Yeah. So that's always a good sign. And let us know what you think down below as well.
Yeah. If
And
you want
share if you can. Share it to other
share,
people.
and
Yeah.
if you want to know what the joke was, message me down below or something. You know, I'll let you know.
Maybe
Ask
more
our
than-
Instagram page. I'll put the clip in
Yeah.
Yeah.
privately, because I'm not liable.
Okay.
I'm not liable.
I'm going to jail.
Right. Peace. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
So. That was a good joke though.